There are women who are so in love with their man that they do absolutely anything to please him and make his life better. Listen, brother, what turns women on is not something society will ever tell you. In fact, it's quite opposite. The very things that women lust after are the same things that society labels as toxic masculinity. So don't always listen to what a woman says she wants. Why? Because the fact is that most women don't know what they want. They may say they want one thing, when in reality they desire another. They think they want independence, because society tells them they want independence. They think they want to be a boss lady, because society tells them they want to be a boss lady. They think they want a soft, sensitive man, because society tells them they want a soft, sensitive man. Do you notice the pattern? Most women only want what society tells them they should want. But deep down, these same women are always fantasizing and drooling over the man who goes against society's rules and agendas. Here is the cold, hard truth. Women can't help what they are biologically attracted to, and the women who go against what they are naturally attracted to for the sake of culture, they are not wife-worthy. With that said, if you are a man who follows the norms of society, you will only attract the wrong types of women who will cause you much suffering in the long run. When you choose to be a traditional masculine man and you embrace all the difficulties that come along with being a man, you will subsequently attract traditional women who will desire to submit to you and see you as king. Today I'll be discussing 4 traits that will make a woman drool over you. Let's dive in. Number 1. Check off her emotions. Most men focus on making a girl feel happy, and he will go to whatever lengths to make her feel this one single emotion. Don't get confused. Making a girl feel happy is top priority, but don't be afraid to dabble with her negative emotions as well. For instance, saying something that could potentially make her feel a little jealous, sad, or embarrassed. This is perfectly okay in small doses. But remember, never dabble with her negative emotions unless you are prioritizing the positive ones firstly. Your girl must feel your love and warmth before her negative emotions are ever played with. Don't misunderstand. I'm not suggesting to destroy her self-image and self-worth. At the end of the day, a woman wants to be genuinely loved and adored. But she also doesn't want to be in a boring and bland relationship without mystery, excitement, or twists and turns. A woman wants to feel all emotions, not just one. So don't be afraid to say something a little risky that could potentially cause her to feel a small negative emotion. Of course, if you accidentally say something too offensive or hurtful, be quick to apologize and laugh it off. Bring her back up by dabbling with her positive feelings. This will send her on a roller coaster of emotions. I know this advice may sound extremely unconventional, but this is why girls always get bored of the nice guys, because they are too predictable. Yes, be an overall nice guy, but don't neglect spicing things up. An example of something risky that you could say is this. Say she hasn't shaved her legs in a few days and you notice her hair growing out. You could make a joke saying, "Whoa, those legs are becoming a fire hazard." A simple joke like this may cause her to nervously laugh in embarrassment. But in that moment, you successfully made her feel an emotion other than just happiness. And of course, always be quick to say something positive again to make her feel happy, loved and adored. Number 2. Break the pattern. Every man who gets involved in a long-term relationship will do one of 2 things. He will either embrace his role as boyfriend or husband and focus solely on progression, or he will allow himself to become stagnant and uninteresting. And eventually his girl will call him predictable or even boring. In other words, she's telling him that he's stale and flavorless, and that there's nothing new or exciting about him. Listen, brother, a man must stay wild, spontaneous, and full of wonder. He must continuously break his patterns and try new things. If not, his soul will slowly wither away. and he will lose that drive and ambition that his woman once fell in love with. So always find new targets to aim at. Find new hobbies. Try a different restaurant. Break a routine or daily habit. Do something that doesn't seem like something you'd do. Number 3. Have an abundant mindset. This is single-handedly the best way to present your confidence. Now hear me closely. Too many men are always focusing on what they lack. In other words, they look at what they don't have, opposed to what they do have, especially when they don't have a woman. And as a result, they begin to put every girl on a pedestal, making them come off as needy or clingy. Having the abundance mindset means having no significant need or desire for anything or anyone but God, understanding that you are complete with or without a woman. Now don't get me wrong, this isn't a loud or cocky behavior. It's a very low-key mindset and inner belief that you have about yourself. Understanding that you are content as a man, thus allowing you to exude with confidence, sureness, and authority over your own life. Number 4. Don't kill your mystery. Society will tell you to always talk about your feelings and every little detail about your life. But this is a huge turn-off for women. Whether you are deep in a relationship or in a long-term relationship, stay slightly mysterious. At its core, mystery seems unfriendly, and a lot of men get put in the friend zone because they are always giving off friendly energy. A man who is always talking and expressing himself doesn't come off as a king. So when you hold back and refrain from always explaining yourself in explicit detail, you get to keep your mystery and wonder, thus making your girl become more intrigued with you. Number 5. Stay neutral. Like I mentioned earlier, women want to feel all emotions. But as a man, you need to stay stoic. Don't allow your emotions to drop too low or rise too high. I'm not saying to be emotionless or boring, but the moments where your emotions start to soar too high, you need to be quick to counterbalance them. For instance, if you get mad and start cursing or yelling, be quick to neutralize yourself. If someone cuts you off on the freeway, keep cool and remain calm. If your girl asks you to take the trash out, don't complain or grumble like a child. Instead, be like a diligent king and do the chore with a good attitude. Or if you get really happy or joyful, yes, enjoy the moment, but don't lose control of your masculine energy. The moment you allow your emotions to skyrocket and you start behaving with obnoxious behavior, this is the moment that you've lost your nuts. Instead, take a deep breath, bring your energy back down, and get back on a calm, king-like frequency. If you want to join the Brotherhood, please hit the subscribe button and notifications bell. Remember, brother, you were built to beast.